most helpful things for me was with Caroline, my mentor. Emotional support, physical support there when I needed her, but she also gave me information that I was really hungry for. Even though my mum was being cared for by all these specialist people and highly trained people, I was always asking, you know, well, what's happening with mum? Is this normal? I know they cared, but they couldn't give me more the information I needed. And Carolyn just very gently pointed me in the direction of a particular document. It was called The Carer's Guide to the Final Farewell. And she said, "Oh, read it at your own leisure." I said, "No, I want to read it now. I want to find out what's going on with mum." And I read it from cover to cover, I don't know how many times. And at last, I thought, now I know. Now, when mum goes through things, I go, that's normal. Enjoy that precious time that my mum had left. And when she got upset, then I could say, "Mum, it's okay. It's all perfectly normal." And I wouldn't have had that if I didn't have Carolyn. Well, I've already said to people who are in the same situation as I was, to contact LifeCircle, because as much as you've got your family around you or friends around you, you can have your own special friend who helps you on that journey, who is just there for you as a carer. They understand that that person is passing away, who's close to you, but their main focus is on you and that you're okay. Well, Carolyn didn't rush me, didn't try and tell me what to do. She was just there. So whenever I rang, she was there. But if I didn't want her to contact me for a particular time, for whatever, she was absolutely fine. Whereas friends and family might have been upset. They wouldn't understand it if you were holding them at arm's length. You just needed to be on your own. Or if you just wanted them to sit there so you could burble on and rant on about all sorts of crazy things and you didn't want to worry them. Whereas Carolyn would just laugh. And she'd say, that's all normal as well. Just like what was happening with my mum was normal, like what was happening with me was normal as well. So my husband, who's a very strong, caring person, made room for Caroline, and I think even he realised that Carolyn was an amazing support for me, a font of knowledge, and even now she's still a friend. She's there when I need it, even now. Having been mentored, I'm probably not as scared of death or the dying process. I think there's so much unknown about it, and by just knowing and being able to ask questions and getting straight answers has been really helpful. It's just not as a scary, unknown thing. And I think it can be a precious thing as well. It can be having been mentored, I see what a special time that can be, and to really enjoy, it may sound weird, but to enjoy every moment of having that person there. Having gone through what I went through and the positives that came out of that for me, I would wish, well, all Australians, if that was possible, to have the passing of a loved one, to be able to experience that in a more positive way. As I said, I'm not au fait with lots of other people. I've not had that kind of experience with people passing away. But I know the effect that it had for me. So if it was positive for me, I'd really wish that for everybody else. Because I think the only thing I've heard is like when people have regrets. And I think what I got out of that is no regrets for me in Mum's passing. And what I do hear from some people when they talk about their passing away of their friends and relatives, they sometimes talk about regrets, or they wish they'd done this or wish they'd done that. And I think if they'd had someone like a mentor to sort of walk the road with them and kind of hold their hand, metaphorically speaking, then they would have opened up that door or that view of how death can be, and maybe those people wouldn't have those regrets because you can't go back once that person has passed away. That's what I got out of that. So if people could have that experience of their friends or family passing away, and at the final farewell, almost like a wave goodbye and have no regrets. I think that would be fantastic for more people rather than less people. In fact, because it was such a great experience for me, I wouldn't mind mentoring at some stage and giving that gift that I received to somebody else.